Nope, it's taking forever to go live. There it is. Hello. I am live, it says. So hi everybody. Happy Tuesday. I need to pull up my screen again because it literally just went dark the very second I started this live. Anyway. So welcome back to What's in Your Cupboard. This is sideways. It's crooked and it's driving me bonkers. Here, it's not crooked anymore. It was driving me bonkers. It was crooked. I'm gonna get this shared into a chat that I am in. But anyway, so welcome back to What's in Your Cupboard. This is a live where me and Josh sit here with you live and go over kind of some basic things that might be my face. Look at my face recently. Anyway, so what might be in, oh, it might not work. Okay, never mind. That might not work. Let's try. Nope. Nope. We aren't doing that. Nope. Why isn't that working? Oh, that's why. That might not work. Anyway, so this is a video about us going over different food and things to just figure out what might be in your cupboard. And so this is stuff that's coming out of our house. So we're literally pulling food that we have in our own cupboard. So, a lot of this stuff we knew about. I mean, I feel like most of this stuff you kind of know is not great, but so this is going to be a long road thing. We're going to be doing this for a while. We had technical difficulties today, and I get really frustrated when there's technical difficulties. So a little frazzled right now and irritated with technical difficulties, trying not to make that make me crazy. But anyway, I was trying to get this shared to a certain spot. I'm being sidetracked in myself. So if you're hopping in, say hi. We cannot see messages very well today. We can't see comments because we're not connected up to a screen. So if you're commenting, I promise we're not ignoring you. It's really, we just can't see them. They're like a quarter of an inch at the, like an eighth of an inch, like a 16th of an inch at the bottom of our screen. And like, I have to get this close to see your guys' comments. We're trying to, we're trying to get them up on the screen behind us, but it's not working. So there's our technical difficulty today. Anyway, so we are going over just different foods that are what's in your cupboard. So we've done bread, we've done mayonnaise, some condiments. We did drink mixes. Vanessa it was a mix of like kind of like a protein vitamin drink mix that Vanessa was taking for a while, and so we're just kind of breaking down food labels, what's in your food, and why is it there? Some things, obviously, we know most of those things that are in there are there to preserve it. But those preservatives might have some really nasty side effects. And so we're kind of diving into what that is and why that's in there and what that can cause. And, as I think a lot of people know, the food is filled with a lot of stuff that our bodies probably shouldn't be consuming. So these are just things that we have in our cupboard. We're not going to throw brands under the bus. However, sometimes you can't help but know what the brands are based on the packaging. So here is what we're showing. We're going over chip labels today, or just one of the chip labels. There is, of course, other options out there for chips and different things like that. This is just some of the main ones that a lot of people have. So this is also, I was like, what can we do that, this is the month of December. There's lots of Christmas parties. There's lots of events happening and different things like that where, for me personally, sometimes if you know and you're like, I'm gonna know that this is not good for me, but I'm gonna eat it anyway, right? And then you weigh those options and you make that choice. But not everybody is like, excuse me, can I see the food label for those chips that are in this bowl? Right. So you can kind of look at it and go, okay, that probably has this, this, and this in it. So, it might give you I don't know. For me, it empowers me to help me make choices about what I want to put into my body. Um, I don't know if that makes sense, but like the more I know about what's in something, the more I might be like, I don't really think I want to eat that right now. You know, like after we went over mayonnaise, I still eat mayonnaise, so it is what it is.
I think I figured it out, but we can't do it right now.
Oh, is it not connecting?
No, it's not that. It's you have to do things on your phone.
Oh, yeah, my phone is in occupation. So, we are going to be doing this in real time. So that's kind of the biggest piece of this is we're doing it in real time with you. Some of these ingredients we might know what they are, and some of them, if we don't know what they are, we're looking them up. So this is kind of like, I guess, to make it easier for you guys, going through the grocery store and you're like, hey, that, and then also you can see other ingredient labels and what is in them as well. And you can be empowered in knowing like, oh, I saw that Shelly and Josh talked about that one ingredient and I don't think I want to put, that in there. So anyway, so Josh is still focusing on the TV. We're trying to connect the TV sort of. But it's our phone. My phone didn't want to connect. I don't even know I have it plugged in still, but my phone doesn't want to connect to the TV. So we if you are commenting, hi, welcome. I can't really see them though, but anyway, are you guys ready to start the breakdown? So on ingredient labels, foods start with the most volume is the first ingredient on that label and then goes down. So if the first ingredient is the very most stuff, the last ingredient is the very least stuff. You typically will find all those extra icky stuff at the end of your labels. You'll find that at the end. Which I personally read the label backwards, knowing that I start at the end and go up if I read labels. But we're starting at the top and going down. So the first ingredient in these chips here.
The chips. I don't know if you showed it because I was
Yeah, I
focused.
showed you're not supposed to show the brand. No.
You didn't show
I
the
did.
brand.
Oh, okay. He didn't show the brand.
You just saw the first two letters.
You can just we did not show the brand. We just showed the first two letters.
Yeah. All right. So the first ingredient is corn.
Corn. So we talked a little bit about corn in some of our past videos. Those of you that missed that, corn is highly treated with lots of pesticides. It's also treated with, it's treated with pesticides that, I can't remember how to say it, but it's highly treated with lots of pesticides. It's cheap. Oh, Josh is not in the other.
Yeah, you do this to me all the time.
I'm sorry.
You stick yourself right in the middle and then
It's because I'm sorry. Anyway, so it's highly treated with lots of pesticides. Corn is cheap. You can make it quickly. You can make it quickly. You can grow it quickly. And you can grow a lot of it at once. So I don't know. What about, I forgot. I mean, I know I just don't want to say it incorrectly, like how they treat the corn. So the corn is resistant. Oh, the GMOs. It's resistant. The corn is resistant to uh glyphosate.
yeah, it's not resistant. It's all right. So
Okay, see, my words aren't right.
yeah, so in 2006 there was a lawsuit, and in the lawsuit it came out that um, with these GMO corn stalks, that they had genetically modified the corn so that Roundup, glyphosate, Roundup, same thing. Would the Roundup would not kill the corn. Um, Roundup is a milder form of Agent Orange. And so what they would do in the process of growing corn before the GMOs is or before the genetically modified corn, they would come and they would spray the corn once, twice, three times, and it would just be around the corn. It'd be the soil. They'd spray the soil, and they would not do it when it came time to harvest. They would when it came close to harvest, they would stop spraying. Right? They wouldn't spray close to harvest. But now with the GMO, the genetically modified corn, instead of spraying the soil, they through airplane just spray the entire plant, all of them, for acres and acres, miles and miles, and they do it several times, and they do it even up until just a couple days before harvest.
Mhm.
And so that stuff that glyphosate, the Roundup, just sticks to it.
So that's the first ingredient on the list. I love corn chips, so it's like, oh, they're so delicious though. Hi Deborah.
Oh, you can see that? Wow.
I can see it if I get really close.
I
So
can
if
see
I'm
that.
getting really close, we don't have our big screen with all your guys' comments up there. So I have to look at the comments really close to. So if my face, sorry, you have to look really close to my face today. Anyway, so that was our first ingredient.
Second ingredient is
Second.
vegetable oil. In
Vegetable.
parentheses, corn, canola, soybean, and or sunflower oil.
You. So first of all, of course, I mean, corn oil. We already talked about corn. So there you go. There, we're going to take this thing. So when you're taking an oil, obviously you're making it more intense. So like cornmeal, you're eating the corn, right? Like that's, but if you're taking all that cornmeal and now you're creating an oil with it, you're basically, what is that called? Condensing is not the word. Concentrating. You're concentrating now that
Concentrate.
corn. You're
Concentrate.
concentrating that corn into an
If you could
oil, and
concentrate
you're
better,
making
maybe
it just
losing it
more
better.
highly. You're making it highly just more condensed of everything we just talked about with corn. So there's that. Soybean oil again with soy. We've talked about soy in past lives is where here in America, soy is, they use the entire soybean, the outer husk, the inner bean. They spray it with a lot of pesticides. Basically all the soy in America is GMO, which, in comparison to the Japanese, they don't use the outer husk. They use just the inner soybean bean, and they don't allow pesticides in Japan. So the American soy is very different than soy from other places. However, this is, soy from America, most likely. And there it is in the second ingredient.
This is and or sunflower oil.
Oil. So I think that's strange. Why would they put that? Like, why and or sunflower oil? So it's either soybean oil. Why?
Do they just? I don't know. The other thing with soy is it is a endocrine disruptor in men, especially. It's negligible in women, but in men, it's a endocrine disruptor. It makes what is it? I can't remember the ends of it. The ends of but
Villi or whatever.
Yeah, it it desensitizes the what, I can't remember.
We're having issues with words today.
Yeah. I can bottom line it for you. Bottom line, lowers testosterone in men.
Ingredient. Oh my gosh, I'm having problems.
Sunflower oil.
Wow, sunflower oil used in an and or on ingredient labels. So I said, why is sunflower oil used in an and or on ingredient labels? That's what we're asking, because that's a weird thing. The and or is used on ingredient labels for a few reasons. It gives that's nice. It gives manufacturers flexibility with sourcing, which can lower cost and maintain production. Okay. It also allows companies to switch between oils with similar properties, sunflower, canola, safflower oil, depending on market prices and availability without needing to change the product label, which I mean, I get that, but
Okay, so all the oils we just named off,
Yeah.
it is one or any combination
Yeah.
of those oils,
yes.
and we don't know which ones, and they're different in every batch or
Yeah.
manufacturing.
Every batch it could be different. Hold on, I want to look at this.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You have an ingredient label that doesn't tell you.
So sunflower oil, side effects of sunflower oil increases inflammation due to its high content in omega-6. Especially if your omega-3 intake is low. So there is a balance between your 6s and 3s and omegas. A lot of people think, oh, omegas, these are good for you, but in too much, they're not. Of course, anything is too much for not. So there's that. And then canola oil is interesting. I we'll have to do more. I have to do more research on canola oil specifically, because I know there's a lot of negative things to it.
Have you heard of the something app?
Hold on.
It's something.
Sorry, Deborah. Hold on.
Yeah, you like that big shot of Shelly's nose?
You go up. Oh, sorry, I can't read it. Oh my gosh, that's so small. Okay, yeah, so certain app. Oh, it's the app where you can scan food labels and it tells you
Oh,
whether it's good or bad. So, I mean, that's cool. I honestly like yeah. I mean, I'm sure that would be helpful for things. Yeah. Yep, I know there's a few different apps where you can scan stuff. So, yeah. Okay.
yeah. The thing with those apps is they cannot tell you if something is bad for you unless there's been some sort of litigation, and in the litigation they said that it's bad for you.
Yeah.
Because if they did, then they would be liable for
Right. Oh, that's a good
lawsuits.
point. Yeah, the app would be like, we're liable for lawsuits here. We're just looking it up. Negative so canola oil, heart health, hypertension, stroke. That's some negative side effects to the oil. But yeah, so everybody's like, Shelly, look at Shelly's face. Sorry. What if I can see it better over here? You can kind of see it over here.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can
That's
kind of see it
better.
over here. That's
Bigger
good.
over there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bigger over there. You won't have to see my forehead. Huh. My nose. Okay, next ingredient.
All right, and then the rest of these ingredients has less than 2%.
So it's okay.
All right, so the next one is salt.
I mean, salt, sure.
Salt.
That's a lot of salt, though. If that's the third ingredient.
Yeah, well, they're chips. You want
I mean,
salt.
salt, delicious.
Yeah.
Salt is good.
Next is cornstarch.
Cornstarch, so kind of another thing of corn or corn in the cornstarch. They use the cornstarch probably to help the stuff stick to the outside of it and make it like, like corn chips. When you eat a chip, it's got the like those, you get that nastiness on your fingers. That's basically the cornstarch. They've probably added colors to it though, so I'm sure we'll find that out shortly. But the nastiness on your hands, that's cornstarch.
Tomato powder.
Tomato powder, that's probably there for color, which I mean, I guess that's better than, but it is depending on how they make the tomato powder. Of course, I'm not going to say that. It does take a process. I mean, you can freeze dry and then you can turn it in and grind it into a powder, but there's just, yeah, so that's probably why that's there.
Lactose.
Lactose, they're adding in lactose. So lactose is, of course, it's a sugar that comes from milk. And so if you are lactose intolerant, don't eat chips. Lactose intolerant means that you basically don't create lactase, which is the enzyme that breaks down lactose. So that's interesting that they add that into that. And they do that. I think usually we found with a last video where we were live and looking up things, we found that was related to flavor. They usually use it for like sweetness in things. So
Whey.
whey. I mean, whey is a powdered form of, it's milk protein. So that's interesting that they add lactose separate from whey. So they've separated the whey from the, interesting. Well, the whey, I guess there is lactose in whey. Depends on there's a lot that goes into that. That's like a rabbit hole I could go down, but the whey is a milk protein is what whey is.
Skim milk.
Skim. There's so many milk things in these chips. Who would have thought you'd put milk in chips? But I guess if they're putting it on the outside of it, that's probably just part of the flavoring where they have the corn chips and then they make this like stuff and then you toss the chips in it. So that's probably they're using milk as a like a binder as well. It's like a liquid where you have the liquid and then the powders and then you're binding it all together and stuff. So there's that.
Onion powder.
Onion powder is a spice.
Sugar.
Sugar. Okay.
Garlic powder.
Garlic powder.
Monosodium glutamate.
Is this something we talked about? Okay, hold on. What is monosodium glutamate? We'll just start with that. We'll start with that. Commonly known. Oh, MSG. Well, I can tell you a personal experience, not my personal experience. My dad was allergic to MSG, and it gave him hallucinations once. It also used to give him migraines and all sorts of stuff. So MSG is it's a I don't know, is it a natural is it used for flavor function? Activates glutamate receptors. It enhances flavor because it activates sensors on your tongue, enhances the perception of the flavor. Wow. And contributes to the fifth basic taste. Interesting. That's so it activates.
Yeah, she's reading your comment.
We're talking about MSG. We're talking about chips. Okay, so we could just do side effects. We'll also do side effects, but that's just like a personal experience of side effects. Reported common side effects: headache, nausea, flushing, sweating, numbness, burning, and tingling of your face, neck, and mouth, facial pressure, tightness, chest pain, heart palpitations, drowsiness, or weakness. How did that get passed by the FDA to get in food? That's really bad.
She said it. It's the FDA.
Oh,
You
this
got- you got-
awful. Why was it even passed?
You
That's
just saying through FDA.
I know the FDA did. I know. It's so bad. They're like, yeah. Anyway.
One of the dudes I was in
Oh
Air
my
Force.
goodness.
Yeah, one of the dudes I was in Air Force with one of my buddies. He's allergic to MSG and didn't know it. And as a kid, especially said like 5th, 6th, 7th grade, for years, he missed weeks of school. He had everything you just named off: headaches, sweats,
Oh,
every one of those side effects he had. And he went to see, they had multiple doctor's appointments. No one knew what was going on. And then eventually, like, he went
allergic to
some sort of dietitian, and they cut out the diet and just added one thing in. And they finally figured out, oh, he's allergic to MSG.
MSG. Yeah. Ugh.
Then he was mad at his mom.
Well,
Because
his mom was giving it to him. Yeah.
not just giving it to him. He said that his mom, the only thing she fed him was everything with MSG.
Oh no. So then he's like used to this flavor with all the MSG. Oh my
Like
God.
he'd be sick, and she's like, "You need to eat," and would hand him the thing that
It was making him sick. Oh, poor guy. Oh no. Well, she didn't know. I mean, you
No.
can't know. But yeah, that's terrible. Anyway, that's just crazy that it. Yuck. That's not good. Anyway, okay, that's that ingredient.
corn maltodextrin.
Maltodextrin is back. So maltodextrin and corn maltodextrin is everywhere, all over the place. If you read a food label and it's in it, just put it down. It causes stomach problems, digestive distress, inflammation. I mean, we talked about this on the last live too with the one drink thing. I mean, it can cause constipation, diarrhea, stomach aches, um all of those nasty things. So it's not a great thing to consume. It's highly it's very sweet. They don't have to record it as a carbohydrate on nutrition labels, but its glycemic load is higher than sugar. Yeah, it's really bad for you. And they don't I'm blown away that they don't have to record it as a sugar on your nutrition labels, and it's in a lot of stuff. It's in so much stuff. It's used mostly like for sweetness. Um, I think it can be used as like a thickening agent too, but it's very much used as a sweetness. I think it's just a cheap form of sweetener because it's so sweet that they only have to add a little bit, right? Like less than they'd have to add sugar, so it probably costs less. Yeah, I very much don't like that stuff. Very angry about this terrible stuff that's in everything. Anyway, so there's that.
Mm-hmm. And just as an aside, let's see if you know, what is inflammation in the body? What's the purpose? Why does your body get inflamed? Well, what are the processes in your body that
Well, it's trying to get it out, right? Like I'm trying to think like inflammation would be swelling of tissue. And a lot of the times swelling of tissue is because of water retention going to that area
but it's not just water retention.
or
What
water.
what's your body doing?
It's probably just trying to get it out. I don't
It's
know.
sending things to that part of your
Oh,
body to
right.
heal it.
Yeah, right. So that's what like I mean, I guess I would have gotten there with my I would
So
have gotten there eventually. My brain wasn't like,
anything
going
that causes
far.
inflammation is bad for you unless you're working out and you're breaking your
Right.
muscles.
Yeah, and then that's like an intentional inflammation there. But
And then your body sends nutrients, proteins to that to repair it. And that's how you get bigger muscles, by
right.
the way,
Yeah.
when you're working out.
Right. Right. But this is literally this is just food you're consuming that is causing that. And that's just that's not good. Yeah.
All right, next one, potassium salt.
Why did they put
I don't what
Na? Na. Wait, what is the salt? I forgot what salt is. What is the salt? Na is salt. Potassium is P. I don't remember now. Anyway, sodium, potassium. Why are they doing? I mean, like
sodium.
potassium salt. So
Salt is-
it's interesting because potassium is often used if you need a low salt diet. Potassium is often used in replacement of that. So, like, I know that was one thing my brother and dad both had to be on low sodium diets. And so we would use potassium as a salt instead. Like, you can buy like powdered potassium and it like adds because it's a mineral. So it adds that. So, anyway, that's interesting. Why would it? So, potassium salt, why? Hold on. Why is potassium salt in chips? Potassium salt is used in snacks like chips to reduce the sodium content while providing a salty flavor. I mean, the second ingredient was, or third ingredient was salt. So it's trying to, basically, it's trying to, so like, because you have with your minerals in your body, right? We have potassium, magnesium, and sodium. So if you're really high in salt, they're adding potassium in to help balance that out instead of just being like, let's maybe not add so much salt. They're like, let's throw some potassium in there to help them out a little bit.
That's actually so that you eat more chips.
Oh, okay. Or that too. That
no,
makes
no, so that you're not, because if the sodium content was higher,
right.
Then there would be warnings about too much sodium intake.
Right. Yeah.
But if they can lower the sodium on the nutrition label,
Yeah.
then there's another way to get you
Yeah.
just to eat more chips.
Right. They're like, oh, look, you can, oh, that's
This has 190 milligrams of sodium in about 12 chips.
Yes. Yep.
And 190 milligrams is 8% daily value for somewhere on a 2,000 calorie.
That's crazy. That's interesting.
But the other thing that you need to know about salt, what the government recommends, your minimum intake of salt, completely wrong, way off. Your body needs way more salt than what the government recommends or says is the minimum.
Right. Says is the minimum. Interesting.
Now, unless you're someone that
I mean, I guess unless you don't like sweat or
yeah, I was gonna say
anything.
someone
Or
that,
don't
but if you
drink
have things like gout and or those kind of
right,
then
there's other stuff, then you have to kind of
you got to be careful with
right
salt.
My dad had to be careful with salt because he got gout.
That sucks. I never had gout. Probably never will.
He had to
because
drink
sweat
like
much.
yeah, yeah. He sweats a lot. Yes, a lot. You do.
All right, what's the next thing?
So
Cheddar cheese.
cheddar cheese. Interesting.
In parentheses, milk, cheese cultures, salt, enzymes.
Okay.
Enzymes could be
Right, enzymes. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, we don't even know what does that even mean. Enzymes. I mean, they're adding probably enzymes to help with the. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Okay. When food labels say enzymes, what does that mean? It means proteins that act as biological catalysts to speed up the reaction during food processing. So basically, it helps it process faster, is why they add enzymes. Enzymes. That's what it says.
Great.
What?
All right, dextrose.
Oh, that's actually one I know is probably not great. Dextrose. What is it?
It's in a sugar.
Oh, it's a sugar substitute. Dextrose is a simple sugar, oh, that is chemically identical to glucose and is a primary source of energy for the body. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. Why did I think it was?
It's bad because it's chemical. Because it.
Well, chemical. I'm gonna write dextrose side effects. It's a sugar. Mild discomfort to serious health issues. I love these things. It could cause nothing or death. It's fine. The bars with pretzels and nuts out to create needs to drink more. Oh yeah, salt makes you thirsty. Yes, yes, right, exactly. Oh, that's a good point. They put out. So Michelle said, I was told that bars put pretzels and nuts out to create the need to drink more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then, and especially bars, because you're drinking alcohol, it's also dehydrating you, so
Right.
it's exasperating the. It exasperates the, hey, you need another drink. Oh yeah, hey, you need another drink, or I need another drink. I need another drink,
Why
and
use
then increases alcohol sales.
I wrote why use dextrose instead of sugar. Dextrose is used instead of sugar for its instant energy boost. What? Well, what's so then it means that its glycemic load is probably higher then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only in real world, the only reason you'd use dextrose as opposed to other sugars in the real world is if you're on your deathbed and your body needs something, and or you're like,
IV fluids.
yeah, IV fluids,
Yeah.
and or you are a high-end athlete like a cyclist,
Oh,
one of the
okay.
ultra marathon runners, that kind of thing.
Right. That makes sense where you need something like now. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, they're like, here, let's put it in your Doritos. I mean, so then also, just a little bit of understanding about how sugars work in your body. If you're giving something to your body that flings your sugars up really high, they're going to drop just as fast. So if you are not using those, your liver, it's going to store in your liver, it's going to store in your body as fat if you're not using it right away. So like, yeah, that's not great thing to have. So there you go. They're sending your chips too.
I don't know what this is. Malic acid. MALIC.
Malic acid. Malic acid is an organic compound found naturally in fruits like apples, used as a food additive for its tart taste and also available as a supplement. Malic
I've
acid
never seen that as a supplement.
I haven't either.
And I know supplement.
Right, I know. Same, yeah. In food. So let's see why it's in food. If it's adding for sour taste, okay, maintains pH balance. So it's also going to be there for a preservative reason. Malid acid side effects. When consumed is typically safe. Overconsumption of food with high added concentration. Dental issues, GI issues, allergic reactions, very rare. It doesn't seem like it's awful, but it's still something to be a little bit not excited about.
Oh yeah, the vicious circle. Circle. It's a cycle.
The vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Vicious cycle. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Next, corn syrup solids.
Corn is everywhere. There's more corn. There's our conversation of corn coming back.
And then buttermilk.
Buttermilk, okay.
Natural and artificial flavors.
Is in everything, right? Like we're gonna find that everywhere. We've talked about that being natural and like natural flavors can count as anything. Artificial flavors are probably worse than natural flavors because they're artificial.
Because they're not naturally occurring at all.
Right. Yeah, they're not naturally occurring. You can eat some car tire.
So like
but that would be more natural.
Yeah, they can make the case that that is a
natural flavor. So like they're obviously natural flavors can be anything, but they're still not always great because we said petroleum is considered something that's natural. So they basically can make the argument that it's natural, so therefore it can be a natural flavor. Artificial flavor is just something made in a lab, which is probably not good.
Hmm.
Not good stuff.
It just every time we do this, my stomach I just start feeling sick. All right, sodium acetate.
Sodium. I think we talked about this, but I don't remember now. Acetate. Sodium acetate, sodium salt of acetic acid, soluble in water, used as a food additive for seasoning and preservation in the medical field to treat some sodium deficiencies. Common use, food additive. It's in hot ice packs. Ooh, aren't those like dangerous? If you ate them.
Yeah, they're poisonous.
You're not supposed to eat that. It's like, let's put that in your food. Side effects. Okay, we're gonna look up sodium acetate side effects. Oh, it says there's something skin related right there. The most serious side
We
effects
get
of
first
sodium acetate are related to electrolyte imbalances and fluid overload, which can lead to complications such as high sodium levels, hypertension, swelling, and heart problems. Allergic reactions, there's a list of allergic reaction stuff.
There's a list of allergic reactions.
I mean, just your basic allergic reactions, rash, hives, blistering.
There's the first one isn't basic. Mood changes.
Oh, yeah, mood changes. Yes.
And then there's
Confusion, muscle pain.
Here's
That's
another sign.
electrolyte problems. This is the
Oh,
allergic bit.
okay.
Electrolyte problems. So if your electrolytes are off, you're gonna have moodiness, confusion, muscle pain, cramps,
Got it.
tiredness, weakness, things like that. Abnormal heartbeat, seizure, loss of appetite, upset
Seizure,
stomach,
not
seizure.
You're not
We're not
becoming
in
Roman.
Caesar. We're not Caesar.
You won't become a Roman.
We're not gonna be a Roman. We will not go to medieval times of become
Pre-medieval.
pre-medieval times. Making sure my comments are back on over there. Okay. So anyway, it can cause sodium overload. I keep seeing that. So sodium acetate can cause sodium overload. So why?
Why?
Why and how does sodium acetate cause sodium overload? Sodium acetate can cause sodium overload because this directly provides a source of sodium to the body.
Sodium ions.
Ions. Oh.
And the positive ions.
Positive.
It looks like Na, yeah, positive.
Na positive, yeah. And excessive intravenous administration can lead, well, we're not talking about intravenous. But basically, I mean, it kind of sounds like it's like the sodium version of the sugar. Like it is a fast, like get in there, get in there kind of thing. But sodium. So then, like, if you're eating, I mean, so don't eat very many chips. Holy cow. There's so much sodium stuff in these.
Yeah. All right. Next, artificial color.
Artificial colors.
Red 40, blue 1, and yellow 5.
I don't know. I feel like we don't need to explain that, but maybe we do. I don't know. Like the red dyes or the dyes in general. I remember as a kid, so this is me tangenting a little bit, but not. I remember as a kid, somebody coming through when I was working at the coffee shop. So I would have been 19 or 20, and them talking about their child, who I think was 5, had allergies to food coloring. And I was like, oh, wow, that's interesting. I'd never heard of that before, ever. And maybe I'm just sheltered. I don't know. I just had never heard of it before.
Yeah.
And okay, well, so but over the past years, right, I've noticed it more. And then when we had Naomi gets anything with food dyes in it and she changes into something else. Like she gets angry and emotional and just very it's really hard for her. So I mean that's when I was like, oh, food dyes actually
She
cause
starts to
all
lose some of her control over
Yeah.
her emotions.
over her emotions. Yeah. And so yeah, the food coloring in itself, I mean, I think the red 40 was just banned. Blue, I don't know much about blue or yellow, but everybody says the red is the worst, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, should I look up what the side effects of red is?
Sure, red 40.
Okay, so we'll
Let's
look
do
up
red 40.
red 40 food dye. Synthetic food coloring made from petroleum, lovely. It's approved by the FDA. But it has face scrutiny for potential links to hyperactivity and allergic reactions. I can't find this now. Okay, let's see. Some studies suggested a link between red 40 and hyperactivity in children. Allergic reactions. Okay, so I don't know. Oh, why is red 40 banned? Okay, here we go. You click that red 40. Red 40 is not officially banned by the FDA, but it is being phased out by some organization and is banned in certain states due to, I am using Google, by the way, concerns about hyperactivity in children potentially linked to neurological issues and the presence of benzene. So it can cause basically hyperactivity and all of that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's what?
Yeah. That they really don't want to tell you about.
Yeah, Google doesn't want to.
Really
Google doesn't want to tell us about Red 40.
It's all right. I can't
Definitely
think of anything
not.
off the top of my head because when I
Google
looked
doesn't want
into
to
it,
tell you.
when I looked into it many times over the years, every time I'm like, oh, this is so horrible.
Yeah.
And it's so horrible that I put it out of my mind.
Yeah. So same thing with the blue one, has to do with hyperactivity, allergic reactions, cancer, organ damage, fertility problems.
Yeah, you missed the first one though. Neurotoxicity.
Neurotoxicity, lovely.
Yeah.
Great. It helps with your brain toxins.
Helps with your brain toxins. Let's say that differently. It's toxic to your brain.
Is toxic to the brain. Yikes, that is
Oh man.
oh my goodness. Anyway, so that was blue. I just looked up blue one. So yellow. Yeah. Google really didn't want to tell us. I was reading that and I was like, they really don't want to tell us. Like, because a lot of it is like may or potentially or like kind of these I don't know how to say the words, like these like very vague comments about it, like whereas they're telling us all this other stuff about this stuff, but now let's not tell them about that. Side effects of
Yellow 5.
yellow 5. Allergic reactions, asthma, hives, hyperactivity. I mean, so it's interesting, like you eventually look at this enough and it's like, you know, they're not, they were very strange about the red. Like the red food dye was very not this. The other food dyes, they're saying, oh, it causes, you know, this is this and this is, it's linked to hyperactivity, neurological issues, cancer, hives, like it's, well, hives, cancer, genotoxicity, cancer. I
Great.
don't know what genotoxicity. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, toxic to your gene.
Oh, genotoxicity.
It break down
cells and
yeah.
cause cancer,
Genes.
which is what that says.
Genetics.
Cancer.
Yeah.
That's not good. So yeah, the food dye is bad, but it's interesting. They were very resistant at saying, like yeah, like this might cause all these terrible things, but it's not conclusive. Was basically what they said with the red. These ones are like, this is linked here, and here's this anyway. That was interesting. I was not expecting that to happen. I mean, I guess I could have expected that to happen since there's a lot of controversy about the Red Food Day. But I don't know. I feel like enough people
There,
enough
no,
people know that
the only controversy is the companies and all the people involved that are making money, and then everyone else.
right.
Everyone's like, no, this is not good.
This is bad.
Got the food.
This is
But
bad.
people making money, like
Yeah.
they come up. With
It's
things.
fine. It's okay. We'll just pay Google not to say anything. Sorry. Anyway, what's the next thing?
Citric acid.
Isn't citric acid? It is. I just find it so strange. There's so much crud in this that it's like, why do we have all these things? So citric acid is a weak organic acid with chemical formula naturally found in citrus fruits. So basically, it's in chips. In chips, not cheese, chips. Citric acid is added in chips for flavor and preservation. So I mean, it's like
it's a preservative.
Preservative, yeah.
Next is disodium. Nope, disodium inosinate. Inosinate. Wow.
What is disodium inosinate? Not not in the sunlight.
You should just spell it. INO.
INO.
SI.
Oh, it's right there. SINAT.
Oh.
Disodium is a flavor enhancer used to give food a savory or umami taste similar to meat. Oh, so it's like it's a flavor to add a meat flavor to, in this case, the chips.
You know what's better than that? Just go eat some red meat.
Beef. Eat some beef.
And get your cow from a local farmer.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
And then lastly, disodium guanylate. Guanylate
right there. Disodium guanylate is a flavor enhancer, sodium salt, a compound derived. Basically, it's MSG.
No,
Okay,
guanosine.
It's not, but
monophosphate.
Yeah.
GMP.
Yeah. So but they use it with MSG. It's a combination with other flavor enhancers like MSG and disodium inosinate to create a savory flavor. So it's just combined. It's basically gives it that like salty, savory chip flavor is what that is. So those are the last three things or two things. Yeah, the last two things were, woo, that was such a big list. I saw that list and I was like, I feel like we need to know what all these things are. Like, that's a lot of things in there. A lot of it is just flavors, artificial flavors, preservatives, dyes, salt, corn. Wow. I was like, chips are not great.
And then chips, specifically chips, but most of your snacks, they are chemically engineered to get you to eat more of them.
Wonder.
They chemically engineer it to when it touches your taste buds, to tell your body you like this, and not only do you like this, but you actually need more of it. So therefore you eat more of it.
It's interesting. It's not on here, but I know they're having to start put on food labels that things are engineered, bioengineered foods. Or is that what you're talking about? Like bioengineering foods?
It's not what I'm talking about.
No,
I'm talking about they're designed
Oh.
to. And that's what some of the things.
Right.
No, we went through it, but I'm just saying it in a more layman, dumb way.
Yeah, right. Like it's an easy way to say, like, I know. Yeah, to break it down into simple forms. It's there to make you eat more and consume more and buy more. It's kind of like one of those things where some people will say, like, they'll sit down and they'll be like, I can't just eat one chip. It's like, well, yeah, because your brain now has this really intense, which we were not like back a long time ago. If we think back ancestors, our brains were not meant to eat like that. And when we did, it was survival. So our brains go, oh my gosh, survival mode. I need to eat a whole bunch of that because I'm not going to find it again. Right.
For a while.
And so, yeah, for a long time. And so you need to eat a lot of that, where now it's just so easily available to us that, like,
Yeah, you don't even have to
it's
get in your
it's
car and
still
drive anywhere.
those
You just
sensories, yeah, all that stuff. Yeah,
get on
right. You
your
can get on
phone.
your phone and have it
No.
shipped to your house. Yeah. Like all of that stuff in our brain is still there from our ancestors and from, that time, but now it's just right there in front of us. And so those sensors go off, and then, oh, I have to eat a whole bunch of it. Yeah, it's just so interesting. The children are in the house.
Other room, almost done.
We're almost done. So yeah, yep, totally makes sense. All that. Good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Next time we do this, we're gonna try to make it at least 20 minutes shorter.
I know.
It shouldn't be any longer than a half hour. That's
I know.
long to me.
I
It
feel
should be
like,
like 20 minutes.
yeah,
Shouldn't be a 15-minute live.
yeah. We try to make it shorter, and then I probably talk too much.
You do talk a lot,
I do.
but
a
also this is one that has
lot of ingredients in it.
and if you didn't know before, you know now, but almost everyone knows, hey, chips, they're not good for you. Even if you like them, even if you
Yeah.
eat them, you're like, I know these aren't good. For
These
me.
are, yeah, everybody kind of knows, like, hey, I probably should not be eating that. I'll just have a couple. But yeah, they're so bad
Have
for
a
you.
couple, and then a couple more.
And then a couple more. And then I
bag
would
is
just
gone.
set off my sensories in my brain. I need survival mode. It's a cold winter. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching us. We appreciate you being here. And yeah, we'll be back. I think we're gonna try to do a live tomorrow
Yeah.
of something else. Not sure what yet, but if you guys ever have requests of something you want to hear us go over or talk about, just tell us, message me, leave it in the comments. All of that, we'd be happy to look into a lot of different things. We're planning on just keep doing this, and it's just going to be lots of stuff. I think we're going to try to keep it around holidays and stuff related to holidays for now, and
Yeah, we see
that
it.
kind of stuff. But we're planning lots of things with it. So tune in on our next one. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
See you later.
Happy Christmas.